Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast, the world's leading authority on childcare marketing, mindset, expansion, and profitability. Each episode will feature interviews with the brightest minds in the childcare industry to guide you into becoming a smarter business leader. Our hosts have opened 10 schools while raising 5 children. They are certified business coaches and are the top-selling childcare business book authors of all time. This episode is sponsored by Childcare Genius Marketing. Let Childcare Genius Marketing help you get fully enrolled and fully staffed. Visit childcaregenius.com for more details. Let's welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast our hosts, Brian and Carol Duprey.
All right, so this week we're going to talk about finances. This is week 7 of the Childcare Genius podcast, 8 pillars of leverage in your childcare series. So it's an 8-week series. We're wrapping up. So Merry Christmas week, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating towards the holiday year, or Happy Festivus if you have no celebratory thing, or the agnostics and atheists, whatever you celebrate, Festivus probably for them, doesn't matter. Happy whatever you're celebrating. It's that week. It's going to be next week. We're going to be handing that the next week is going to be that week. But anyway, this is a nice time during the end of the year. We hope you're enjoying that. But we want to talk about finances this week. The biggest thing about finances is knowing your numbers. Something that we've always been good at.
I remember when we had our home daycare, I would actually keep a notebook, and how many kids we had, how much we were making each week, everything.
We've always been really good at this because we were very tight with money, didn't have much in the beginning. And so we had to be good at it. We had to learn because there's no better person with money than somebody who's barely making payroll, because they really got to watch that money back and forth. Yeah. But you really need to know your numbers. We daily track all our financial accounts, so it's very important. I know to the penny every day what's in all of my accounts. So I watch money move through. I know cash flow inside and out. So we highly recommend you get a handle on that. Take some QuickBooks courses, learn systems, learn your financial system, whatever it is, whether it be QuickBooks or whatever you use. Take a course. Learn it. Learn what a profit and loss statement is. Learn what a balance sheet is. Know what a personal financial statement is. The more knowledge you have, the more power you're going to have. And someday you might have to go to a bank and start borrowing money for some of this stuff. So it's important to have that knowledge in there. Set financial goals. Carol and I have been really good about setting financial goals over the years. And we've hit pretty much every goal we've ever set. Now we got some really the more big, ambitious financial goals. And the more you climb the mountain, sometimes the farther you can see. And now we use real estate as our vehicle for financial wealth. And Carol's, that's her area of expertise. She's really good at finding these stuff to buy. And then we buy it together. We work as a team. Actually, when we get done recording this podcast, we're going to look at 2 properties. We look at probably 1 or 2 a week. And we buy a lot. And we enjoy doing that. It helps. There's a big tax strategy there. Another thing is making sure you don't pay too much in taxes. So no finances, and also make sure you have a good tax strategy. Have a good CPA, and make sure that you don't do your taxes yourself.
Have a CPA that will actually give you ideas instead of somebody who will just do your taxes for you.
I've seen some horrible CPAs out there.
Yes.
Horrible. I've seen the work of horrible CPAs. And I've had some clients who've been sole proprietors for 25 years, and their CPA just keeps doing their taxes and not recommend that they need a corporate structure. Like that's almost criminal what they're doing. But they're doing exactly what they're paid to do their taxes and nothing more. And you need somebody who can give. I pay my CPA for an hour's worth of advice once a year. We spend an hour, or once a month, we spend an hour in just talking about, he teaches me stuff. And we talk about our financials. So we look at all my businesses, and I've got 3 different multi-million-dollar businesses. We spend time in each one of them looking at P&Ls, and we also look at any areas where I'm not quite sure how to allot an expense. And then whatever time I have left, I say, teach me something. And whenever we go over our taxes, I look at every page, and my tax return is about 325 pages long now. It used to fit on like 2 sheets of paper when my
Yeah,
1040 EZ when we
easy.
first moved here. Like 325 pages thick now between state and federal, and that's like a ream of paper, And we go through every page in there, and I make sure I understand every single page in there. And it takes a couple hours. We go through it because I want knowledge is power. I want to understand to make sure that I can catch a mistake he makes and make sure I understand how to maximize and leverage all the different deductions we have. Last advice, pay yourself first on finances. Make sure you're paying yourself first. Profit First is a great book.
Unless you're married, then pay your wife first.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Say, forgive me for saying that. You give me permission to say that, Mom. All right. We're a great team. And you are so pretty today, Carol.
Pretty every day.
I knew you were going to say that because I could have said that. We have so much fun. And this is what it's like every day. How many times do I tell you you're beautiful on a daily basis?
No, I don't count, but at least once a
At
day.
least once every single day. And how pretty you look today. And I just got mine in for today. So I know I've already told you today. I told you in the shower how good you look naked, didn't I? Did I not? You did. There you go. So everybody's laughing and listening to us right now. But this is a secret to 33 years of happy marriage. We have a lot of fun together. But anyway, pay yourself first, profit first, and then you'll be having a lot of that finances. And I can tell you, Carol, we've been rich and we've been poor. Which is better?
Oh, it's not poor.
Yeah, rich is much better. So and money doesn't buy happiness.
Money doesn't buy happiness, but not having to worry about money sure makes you a lot happier.
Sure makes you a lot happier. Good way to put it, Carol. And if you keep following us at Child Care Genius, we can help you on a road to better finances. At our Child Care Genius conference in Vegas, we're going to talk a lot about finances. We have a whole half-a-day course on financial mastery. So we definitely highly recommend coming to that. So we hope to see you in Las Vegas, April 14th, 15th, and 16th. And then we'll teach some financial mastery there. So next week, we're going to talk about diversification and how to leverage yourself a little bit better and make money. And then we'll talk about that next week as we wrap up the year 2024 with the Child Care Genius podcast. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Well, thank you for tuning in to this episode. Before we go today, we want to remind you that tickets are still on sale. We have not sold out yet for our Child Care Genius live conference in Las Vegas, April 14th, 15th, and 16th. At the Golden Nugget, that is in downtown Las Vegas. And tickets are on sale right now at childcaregenius.com. And we're excited to have you there. We're going to have over 500 exciting childcare owners and directors. There's 2 different experiences, one for owners in one room and one for directors in a completely different room. And it's the most advanced childcare conference in the world. You excited, Carol?
I am. It's going to be a great conference.
Yeah, we did it last year. We had over 300 last year. We're going to have over 500 this year, and it's going to be amazing. We had secured ticket room prices. We secured $75 room rate plus resort fee and tax, but that's an unheard of to go to a conference, childcare conference. You have to pay $75 plus resort fee and tax for a room. You can afford to bring your whole team at that price. Absolutely. And of course, it's cheap to eat in Las Vegas too.
Yeah.
Some of these hotels you go to in, big cities like New York or Chicago, and they're paying $12 for a hamburger and, and $8 for a cup of coffee because you're stuck there. You can't go anywhere else. And here you got, the Vegas downtown. Things are cheap. Yeah. Steak and shake burger. $4.99 for a steak and shake burger and fries. So you can eat cheaply and, or you can eat expensive too. This nice restaurant.
Really good steakhouses.
But it's definitely much more affordable than going to most childcare conferences. And Vegas is fun.
It is fun.
And they have a good time. So we hope you'll consider coming to the most advanced childcare conference in the world. Every speaker is in the childcare industry. We don't put celebrities on who can't teach you how to do payroll in a childcare center. They might sell a few books, but we don't do that. We just put people on stage that have done what you wanted to do. And totally different than most childcare conferences. And Carol and I can't wait to meet you, and we'd love to have you there. So go to childcaregenius.com, go under the conference tab, and select Childcare Genius Live, and go ahead and get your tickets today. Book your rooms. This will sell out, and we're excited to say that. So this concludes this episode of the Childcare Genius podcast. Thank you so much for listening.
We'll see you next week. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a future episode of the Childcare Genius podcast.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Childcare Genius podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please do us a favor and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. Don't forget to visit our website at childcaregenius.com to see a list of services we offer to help grow your childcare business. Until next time, thank you for being a part of the Childcare Genius community.